I played Payday 2 a lot. I loved that game, from release to now. And so I was pretty hyped for Payday 3. I thought it would be the same gameplay loop, only greatly improved. Well, it is the same gameplay loop, but as for improvement, there are some, but there are also some downgrades. Let's start with one of those. The matchmaking sucks. I can't even select to matchmake for a random match. It's hard queuing into one match, where I can't even see if there are other people queuing for it. Crime.net was a much cooler way of doing matchmaking. It felt more like you were a criminal just doing odd jobs. Instead, we get basically a list of missions with no flavor and no information. Then you just wait in the queue for the mission and hope that other people are gonna join. And it would be really nice if I could at least buy guns or modify my guns while I'm waiting. But I'm not allowed to do that. There is no reason not to let me do that. It's a dumb restriction. Please let me do it. At least I can swap my guns. The reason I start with talking about matchmaking is because of how important it is, and how much of a weird step back it is. In Payday 2, I could see how many players were in a mission. I would have a bunch of active missions that has players in the lobbies to choose from. Why was that removed here? And so, players are kinda already annoyed before they even start the match. And I ran into an issue where I couldn't even ready up. That was annoying. And there is no chat in the lobby, so I couldn't even tell them what was going on. Is Payday 3 made by the same people that made Payday 2? How do you forget? Or just decide to not have these quality of life features? Please tell me whether players are queuing for a mission, give me lobby chat, let me upgrade/buy my guns and bring back CrimeNet. Okay, the matches. Actually playing the game. The missions start with unskippable cutscenes. I hate them everywhere I see them. But once you can move around, I'm home. It's that same gameplay loop I love in Payday 2. Let's start with stealth mode. Step 1. Case the joint. Look at where the guards and cameras are and figure out good entry places to get around the building without being seen. And then find gaps in the patrols to move through, so you can get to your objective. There's usually a lot of lockpicking here and it's better than Payday 2. There, it's just holding down F, but here it's a minigame. Or if you have a mask on, then you can shoot the lock. Sometimes. A great improvement here is that guards won't just start firing at you if they see you. First, they will just be like, hey, you can't be here, and make you follow them back to a public area. But next time, they will arrest you. So, one fuck up most likely won't fuck up the run. Unless the camera spots you, maybe. But I would assume the cameras just alert a nearby guard who then does the usual guard thing. Stealth is a fun trial of memory and reflex. But currently, it has a fatal flaw. You cannot kick players. So if a griefer joins, then you're just fucked. He will fuck up your stealth run again and again, holding you hostage while you hope he leaves, or you just give up and leave the mission. Why is there no kick feature? I'm seeing so much obvious stuff just missing here. For a multiplayer game, it seems so half-baked. Like it was made by a person who has never played a multiplayer game and has no understanding what makes an enjoyable multiplayer experience, and has never had to deal with the annoying stuff involved with multiplayer. Well, at least griefers can't fuck up going loud. Trying to break into a highly secured vault while fighting an army of police officers. trying to interact with an objective while a hail of gunfire comes at you, and draining your ammo supply at a rapid pace to commit a genocide against government employees who won't live to see their pensions. Since you will be running out of ammo pretty quickly, you'd better hope you or your teammates have ammo bags. You will also need armor and health, because bullets hurt. Where the stealth part of playing the game can be a strategic and coordinated dance that needs precision execution, going loud is more of a just do whatever as long as you stay alive and kill digital law enforcers. Until you run into special enemies. That is the moment where you need your teammates. The new special is the Grenader, who throws mustard gas that drains your health while you're in it. And the returning ones are the Sniper, who does many damage, the Taser, who stun locks you and makes you waste all your bullets unless you manage to aim at him, the Cloaker, who sneaks up on you and then screams at you and beats the shit out of you while you can't do anything, and is generally a colossal piece of shit. For the Taser and the Cloaker, you will most likely need a teammate to shoot and kill them to free you. And then there's the Bulldozer. He is a bullet sponge that does a lot of damage. He takes probably around 100 to 200 bullets before he dies. That's why you need to be diligent about gathering up all the ammo cops drop and wherever else you can get it. Most of the cops in the game are kinda bullet spongy, and it can feel like you spend more than half the time reloading. And that is good, because that is the game punishing you for being bad. You are supposed to go for headshots. You can kill a cop with like 10 bullets to the chest, or 1 to 3 headshots. It kinda feels like a felony to talk this much about killing cops. The game rewards good aim and punishes bad aim, and that's why I like this battle rifle gun. Kills almost everyone with 1 shot to the head, and it's steady. It still takes a lot of bullets from it to kill a Bulldozer. Going loud isn't brainless though. It still takes strategy to beat it and recognizing a good moment to get the loot to the escape vehicle. This is especially true when the endless waves start. Most of the time you get an assault wave that will stop once you kill enough, and you will get around a minute of the police not bothering you. And you can use that moment to move the loot, but if you are in an endless wave, then you are gonna have to shoot a path for you to move through. Clear an area so you can move through it. And this is what I like about Payday. It may look brainless at a glance, but it really isn't. It rewards thinking before you act. But on the easier difficulties, you can turn your brain off and you will be fine. And in Payday 2, you could turn brain off in the harder difficulties if you had a really good build. Has the build/skill system in Payday 3 improved? It's kinda too early to tell, but I think the answer is yes. The skills are more simplified and easier to understand, and for that reason it feels better to use it. And you can pick skills out of every skill line as long as you get the first. So you could mix and match them to make something really good and unique. You also have a good amount of weapons that we will get more of, and you can customize them to make them better or more tailored to what you need out of them. There's also these gadgets I didn't use. One of them is a hidden camera that's probably very useful in stealth runs. Just generally, when it comes to customizing your build or your appearance, it's a good start. That will only get better with time. And that is also the same with the missions. I wouldn't exactly say the missions we have here is a good start. I only like about 3 or 4 of them, and some missions are more trouble than they are worth. In terms of time spent versus XP and money gained. Like the jewelry store. I did that on hard or very hard, and I think I stole everything on the map, and that wasn't enough to finish the mission. So I was just fucked. That's my fault for not doing the optional objective, I guess. The missions are roughly the same as they were in Payday 2, but they're probably adding some more traps and shit you need to learn, but I didn't see anything that felt new to me. We will get more maps to give us that map diversity the game really needs right now, and I think that going forward they should take more consideration into time investment and risk versus reward. There's a story, and I think it was a fuck up to focus so heavily on that this time around. They gave it so much focus that they built the mission selection around it. I never really cared about the story, it was alright, and sure it was cool when Despacito Fring came in as the dentist, but beyond that I just liked the fantasy of being a criminal just doing odd jobs as they came in. That was cool, but instead we get a Call of Duty campaign, with cutscenes that look like the loading screens of other games. But good voice acting and the not as good as Cube, Ice-T.
I know, I read on Kotaku that it's better than Civ 5 with the Brave New World expansion pack.
I like Payday 3, but it needs a lot of work. It's a sequel to Payday 2, but it feels like the lesser game currently. And of course, a lot of that is down to Payday 2 having years worth of content. And I knew Payday 3 couldn't compete with that at the beginning, but it still feels like a letdown. I don't like to talk about graphics, they're not very high up on the list of importance to me, but I would expect a sequel to be a big improvement on the visuals. And here it's not. It kinda looks like they just slapped a good shader on top of Payday 2 graphics. With all that said, I have faith and hope that Starbreeze will listen to the community and make this the amazing Payday 3 that we deserve and I know they are capable of making. And I don't understand where these shortcuts and dumb decisions are coming from. $40 for an inferior Payday 2. I gotta go study for an exam now. I'll be keeping an eye on the game and playing it every now and then for the next years. And I'll make another video when they make it really good. I just hope they go easier on the DLCs this time around, because my wallet can't take as much punishment as it used to. Oh, and also, please add an offline mode. Thanks. For now, it's better to stick to Payday 2. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and have a disappointing day.